Sustanon 250. Main uses: 1. Lean muscle mass. Testosterone is one of the best anabolic steroids for building lean muscle. The muscle growth will be slow and steady. With a good diet and exercise routine, you can expect to gain up to 10 to 15 pounds of quality muscle. There will be some amount of water retention because it's not a dry gain steroid like trenbolone. But you can control most of the bloat pretty easily, and you can always club it with finishing compounds to dry you out during the last few days of the cycle. 2. Strength. Expect to get stronger as your Sustanon cycle progresses into week 4 and 5. The strength gains will be steady and sustainable. 3. Overall well-being. If you are coming from a TRT dose, then you can expect a marked improvement in your quality of life. Your concentration improves. There will be fewer episodes of brain fog. You feel energetic. No lethargy all day. 4. Reduced body fat. As Sustanon suppresses the amount of glucocorticoids, it will lead to a reduction in the amount of fat you hold. This is an innate benefit of using testosterone, which a lot of people don't talk about. While it doesn't directly burn fat, you start to look slimmer at the waist. Side effects: aromatization. Sustanon will aromatize like estradiol, which eventually gets converted into estrogen. So if you are susceptible to estrogen-related side effects, then you will have to be wary of water retention and gynecomastia. Always have a SERM handy before you begin your steroid cycle. If you cannot control the estrogen levels with a SERM, switch to an aromatase inhibitor. The latter is more effective, but should be used only if necessary to prevent your cholesterol levels from going awry. Shutdown. Sustanon 250 will shut down the natural testosterone production completely. A full-fledged PCT with Nolvadex and HCG will be needed to stimulate the HPTA to restart the production of testosterone again. We also recommend M1-MK and N2 Guard during cycle to provide necessary support. BPH. Sustanon has a strong affinity to react with 5-alpha reductase, the enzyme which breaks it down to DHT. This leads to androgenic side effects in men who are susceptible to them. The side effects include acne, oily skin, spotty skin, body hair growth, and accelerated hair loss on the head. Drugs like finasteride may help, but only to an extent. If you are sensitive to androgenic sides, then Sustanon is best avoided. Dosage and stacks. Beginners should stick to 300 to 500 milligrams per week of Sustanon for a 12-week cycle. This is a reasonably low dose, and you can combine it with other compounds. But if it's your first cycle, stick to one compound only. If you are a more experienced user, you can increase the dose to 600 to 750 milligrams per week. If you are using Sustanon 250 alone, not with other compounds, mind you, only professionals should think about using more than 750 milligrams per week, as it greatly increases the risk of severe side effects.